In the world of car restoration, some of the finest, most expensive, fastest automobiles of all time.
I like that smell there.
Right on.
As well as some of the rustiest junkers.
Can be a nightmare.
Are reborn here at the Guild.
First day, and you already want to change the world here.
And these are the restorers who turn rust into gold. The Guild of Automotive Restorers specializes in rare, wild, and classic cars. But when a muscle car smokes up the driveway...
Wow.
You guys gonna do some work for me?
Oh, my God.
Everyone hits the brakes.
I bought this 70 Super Bee back in Bangor, Maine in 1995, and finally decided to get things finally tuned up and get her on the road.
The limited edition Dodge Super Bee hit the streets in 1968. The stock engine was a 383 Magnum, but this car got an upgrade.
So we have here a big block Mopar 451 stroker.
Oh, wow.
And she's a beast. 525 foot-pounds of torque at 3,100 RPM.
Oh, God.
Sounds like this high-performance engine needs some TLC. And Larry's just the guy to do it.
I'm looking to tweak out every bit of horsepower. Essentially, make sure she's all ready to just tear the hides.
Final tuning, she's begging to be driven.
That's right, that's right.
I love these cars because I grew up fixing them. They made my living. I like working for the common guy that likes to have a high-performance car.
Look at this, eh?
Larry's the guy to work on it because Larry is a car nut. In order to work in this business, you got to be passionate, you got to love what you do, and you have to be a gearhead. You can't just be a mechanic.
Labor love.
Obviously, for sure.
Ian won't be going near the Super Bee
Now we got to move this big beast.
until he's done with his Chevy pickup truck.
That's it right there, brother. I just got another bomb dropped on me. I have tons of work going in the body shop that I've got to finish, and now I've got to be pulled away to build a truck, so more pressure.
When did this come in?
Just now, I guess.
Why is it here?
It's been brought back online.
By who?
Janice?
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Janice is David's life and business partner, and she co-owns the Guild.
I've always had a passion for trucks. I'm a country girl, and I just feel happy in a pickup truck. And I need it. I use it. I use my truck.
The Chevrolet Apache fleet-side pickup was a tough, no-frills, working man's truck. It took a lot of muscle to drive, because manual steering and manual brakes were standard issue, just like the real wood bed, made of southern yellow pine.
With her deadline and the other cars that still have to get done, the body shop's already backlogged.
It's not my problem, man.
Thanks, Dave.
I just thought, that's not my problem. Sorry.
Anytime you have to work on Dave or Janice's vehicles, of course, there's more pressure.
Maybe you can clone yourself.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. They're both perfectionists, so anytime you have to work on their vehicle, you better bring your A game.
But help may be on the way.
What is this thing?
It's an Alpha.
Alpha Romeo. Wow.
It's Gino's first day, and Jay will see if he's got the right stuff to work at the Guild.
For some odd reason, I seem to be the new person tester. I don't know why, but I am.
Ian's just kind of finishing up, getting everything blocked out, getting the gaps and all that adjusted. We still got a couple more things to do and could probably use a hand.
My idea coming in was actually just to work on these interesting cars. I've always wanted to and never really get a chance at a normal collision shop. So this is why I'm so excited to be here.
Make her fit, do what you got to do.
Yes, sir.
Make it nice.
So I'll get my hardware from upstairs and my tools and get on it.
All right, man.
Okay.
You good?
Thank you.
All right, no worries.
Gino seems, he seems a little high-strung.
Can you give me a hand with those bumpers, please?
Yeah, man.
He's got this high-speed, let's go, I'm gonna race you attitude.
Yeah, so basically this is where we house all new parts coming in, old stuff. But, you know, he comes from a different background. Restoration is completely different than collision, and he comes from a fast-paced, insurance-based collision shop. If he can adapt to our style and keep a bit of his, he'll fit in good.
Okay, take that one, I'll take this.
Yeah, man.
The guys in the body shop, they're used to doing things their way. So I don't know if they're gonna clash. I don't know how it's really gonna work out.
Let's see where we got our problems. Jay gave me this task to do, and I want to try and impress him. Well, the first job, probably a little more nerve-wracking than what it should be. Trying to make an impression and all. Last thing I want to do is screw up on my first day, right? So that's where the tension is, I guess. He just threw me in the fire, but it's okay.
Mr. O'Toole?
Yes.
How are you, Mr. O'Toole? It's Mark.
Hi, Mark. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. I understand you have a Packard for us to restore?
This goes back maybe 60 years. My grandmother gave this to me for my birthday when I was, I think, about 4 years old. And 60 years later, we want to bring it back to its original life.
You didn't bring the car with you, did you?
Yes, I did. There we go.
Oh my God, look at that.
I think they were looking for a larger, stouter version of a Packard out in the parking lot and not quite the mobile version I had with me in my knapsack.
That's cute. So you're looking at a restoration?
Yes, it's had some wear and tear over the time, but I think it deserves a bit of a rebirth.
They don't make anything like this anymore. This is a collector piece that can stay in the family and maybe get handed down. God only knows what this thing will be worth in another 50 to 100 years. I would bet you that this thing has probably quite a lot of value to it.
Well, that's a secondary interest to me at this point in time. I really didn't want to have a restoration based on a value proposition afterwards. It was really just to show my grandson, for example, something I had when I was his age.
Oh, it's beautiful.
If the job has wheels, the Guild will do it. But getting a job at the Guild and keeping it takes a special kind of skill.
I'm getting a little bit nervous to go tell Jay I'm ready, but I'm gonna do it. So here I go.
Reattaching a bumper is a no-brainer, but doing it on a Guild restoration is complicated.
I'm nervous about it because what he says has a lot to do with whether I get the job here, and I really want to work at the Guild. If you have a minute, I think I'm ready for you to have a look at my work.
Yeah, on the back end there? Yeah, for sure. You know, if you can do it, you can do it. If you can't, well, try the next guy, I guess.
They really do expect our experience to show through, and if it doesn't, well, I guess I'll be packing up.
Working at the Guild takes some skill. Gino, the new guy, is on probation.
Okay, this is where I am now. I've made my adjustments. I've cut those little pieces out.
Okay.
I've welded it all back together.
Yeah.
And I think I'm ready for you to see it.
Sweet. Let's have a look.
I saw a task that, you know, I thought Gino could handle, so I figured, okay, he needs something to do. Let's put him on this and see how he does.
If he gets a thumbs up, Gino stays.
I'm not really sure what he's looking for. I know he wants the job done right, and I know he doesn't want to take all month to do it.
Yeah, the corners look a lot better, eh?
And our center hole is still lining up.
Good, good.
That's clean.
Eh? Yeah.
You happy with that?
I like the way the corners line up. It's a lot better.
He pulled it off. You know, the work came out great. The panel seemed to fit nice. He wasn't constantly asking a bunch of questions. Should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? It was good. Fit nice. Looked good.
Nice work.
Thanks a lot, Jay.
Yeah, no problem.
Means a lot to me.
Yeah,
Thanks.
keep it up, eh?
Thank you, Brett. Hardly wait to get on to the next project right now. I'm gonna finish this one up and get her done for him.
Just a few steps away,
It's nice.
the 1970 Super Bee is ready for some TLC.
What's it in here for?
Running issues.
Oh, yeah?
I like fast cars. I like fast cars and big power, so of course I'm gonna be drawn to it. It's like a kid in a candy store. It's backfiring, apparently. It's not set up right. It's not running, not staying running or anything like that.
Well, when the Super Bee came in, the car was already built, but the customer could never get it set up to run properly. It really didn't come in for a tune-up. He was asking, please make it so I can start it and it doesn't stall and it runs the way it should.
Where do you want it, Larry? Out back?
Yeah, in the sun. Set the choke first, see how it starts.
Ready?
Give it a couple pumps. See if it'll start. Just hold it at a steady RPM.
Right in where you want it to be,
Right
about
on.
750, 800.
When it comes to muscle cars, Larry can just hear how the motor's sounding and hear what needs to be done.
I'm listening to the engine. I'm listening to millions of parts moving inside the engine, and hundreds of things are happening all at once, and it's staying together.
What Larry was doing was Larry was setting the high idle on the carburetor. Get the mix right, get the floats right, and that's what he was doing there.
For this engine to purr, it needs just the right mix of air and gasoline.
Checking all my adjustments. It's working good. An engine is just like a human body. If everything's not working together, it doesn't work right.
Runs a lot better.
That's a healthy engine, man. But all we are is doctors of engines. That's a mechanic is a doctor of cars. That's basically, you know, what you are. Let her warm up. Don't shut it off.
We need gas, bro. We need 94 octane. We're almost out.
Yeah, well, already put 20 in and let it run.
She's empty.
The Super Bee is a true muscle car, one of the last of its kind.
The Super Bee come in after the big horsepower wars was over. It was at the end of the era, so to speak.
Muscle cars were all the rage in the early 1970s, and the manufacturers could not build them fast enough. But when new environmental laws kicked in, it had a huge impact on their performance.
Air pumps come on, compression went down, all kinds of small controls on engines which robbed them of power.
I'll go get some gas for it.
This one's the real deal, a genuine gas guzzler. Ready for a test drive.
Larry, don't roast it up. I don't want you getting
Guys buy cars like that to get a rush. What's going to scare the out of you besides going sideways with 500 horsepower? It's an adrenaline rush. There's nothing funner than an adrenaline rush.
Oh, yes, I had fun stepping on the Super Bee, oh, for sure. I would have liked to have done it more, but, you know, it's not my car to, you know, to abuse it too much, which I don't think it is abusing it. That's what the car is built to do. That's what it's all about. Right on.
Back in the shop, Tom's straining over the Toy Packard.
It's a big job you got there.
Hey, it takes a big man to do a big job.
It does, it does.
Stripped every gear in the friction drive on this. You're supposed to be able to push this along the ground, and then when the friction drive is actually working, this weight continues to roll, and it continues to roll the tires and push the car along. This was meant to be a toy that was pushed, and when the customer sat on it as a child and rode it down a hill, he wore out the tires and he broke the front axle. So that's got to be replaced. I think the worst part on this is going to be the rubber tires, because they're actually rubber.
Oh, the Michelin Man.
The Michelin Man, eh?
Yeah, it is
big, fluffy white self in here. Let me know if you need any help with the metalwork, eh?
Yeah.
From the 1940s to the 1960s, toy American cars made in Japan were all the rage. Some of the smaller toys were made out of recycled tin cans, but the larger cars, like this 1953 Packard Deluxe, used World War II surplus American steel.
Look at all the detail that's in the different colors of green that's in on the patterns on the seat.
Yeah, I know. Look at that, eh? I was genuinely surprised at the amount of detail there was in the interior parts of that little tin toy that you'd never see. Oh, look at this. It's got a full dashboard.
It has a full dashboard.
With a radio. But look at the doors. I mean, they've got the door handles.
Yep. It's his suit that really concerns me. The amount of detail that's in it, even touch-ups are going to be difficult.
Why, you don't like mohair suits?
No.
I mean, I knew that this wasn't going to be a simple project, but it's just gotten a lot more complex than I originally thought.
More complicated.
Even though this little car is only a tiny percentage of the scale of a real one, it's going to prove just as much of a pain in the neck.
You got that wheel crank, Ralph? There we go.
The body shop has hit a traffic jam.
Can't say I've seen this many cars move around. It's the first, yeah. I'm having a hard time keeping up.
That's mint. That's good. You want this thing ass in, Gino?
It doesn't really matter.
To ease the backlog, there's a new body man.
I don't know if he's the answer that we're looking for. He's efficient, he's quick, but time will tell.
How are we on that Mustang side?
Still good? Looks good here, guys.
We got a lot more jobs coming online, and I'm hoping he is what they say he is.
All right.
Out hunting parts for the Toy Packard. Tom visits Dan, the Guild's upholstery restorer.
Oh my God, there's so much Coca-Cola, it hurts my brain.
Sound like my wife.
So this is your man cave?
Dan cave.
Oh, your Dan cave.
Yeah.
Dan's running a profitable side business buying and selling memorabilia, and he just might have what Tom's looking for.
There's stuff in it.
Yeah, they're alcohol. They're still full.
There's booze in there?
Yeah.
This is a bottle of booze.
This is the only booze you can drink and drive because it's from a car.
Oh, I see.
I collect just about anything. Just happen to have a few cars with the same size wheels. It's just trial and error, see what parts fit and what don't. I think that's your best bet there. The tires are rubber. This one's coming apart, so you can see that the rubber tire pushes over.
So I see some cool things for tires that look like they're gonna work, but what about the gears?
Well, this is the thing with the gears in it.
The idler gears look like they'll work. They look like they're about the right size. That might work. Well, I'll take both of them, but you gotta give me some kind of a bundle deal here. I mean...
Well, $1,100 for that one, because it has 5 tires. You gotta buy all 5. So, no, just kidding. I don't know, $100.
Sold.
With the donor cars in hand, Tom enlists Guild Maestro craftsman Kalev.
Little project that we can do.
Little?
Yeah, I got a donor car for it and everything. And I've been just so busy lately. I'm only getting half of everything done, so I need you to take over on this for me. It's a little mini Packard. Toy car with a friction drive in it. The friction drive was really bad. You can see the gears were stripped right out of it. I do have a donor for it. You can see that there are some gears in it. It doesn't look like they're the right tooth pattern, but you know, maybe once we get it open up, we might be able to see. And then the other thing is the rubber for the wheels is all shot.
Wheels are not very bad. Size the same?
Size is the same, so.
But gears will be a little bit problem. It's like a more like a jewelry job.
So what do you think?
Lots of parts.
Lots of parts. Let me tell you a little secret. Clev's just like Scotty from Star Trek. He'll tell you that something's impossible, that he just can't do it, Captain.
To make all this new. Lots of work on this little thing.
When he does do it, it makes him look like some kind of super genius miracle worker.
Maybe we have to send it out for Switzerland, because I am not watchmaker.
Over in the body shop, the new guy is learning the ways of the guild.
Hey, Ian, is this the filler we're using for this car here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just hold on, though, before you apply it. We actually have to weigh the amount of the filler and bill it out to that car on that night.
Weigh it? You want to weigh that?
I'm dead serious.
Oh, come on.
We even have to go to the extreme of measuring the sandpaper.
No, you're screwing with me.
I'm not screwing with you.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm just not going to do it. I can't do that. No way. I'm working on the car. Deal with it.
Here, we have to measure our consumables. When I told him this, he basically lost it. Well, unfortunately, you just started at this company, and if you don't want to follow procedures, then you're going to have a problem.
You want to weigh it? You go ahead and weigh it, okay? Because I'm not doing that. I'm going to work on the guy's car. The guy's waiting for his car. My understanding is I was hired to do a job, not bookkeeping. They want me for my skills on the car, not on my skills with the scale or the pen.
I don't know what to say, buddy. That's the process. Every consumable product measured, monitored, marked.
Not going to do that either. No. You can weigh my garbage after.
Gino's getting all hot and bothered. Starts getting a little aggressive with me.
If they say to me, no, if they say to you something, and you say, well, let me see what Gino says, okay? I've got 40 years, maybe more than that, in this trade, doing every aspect of it. Just grinds on me when they, don't listen to that and they think they know more or think they know better.
If management comes to me and says, we're changing the system up,
And that's what you need to hear? Because I can make that happen. Is that what you need to hear to get it going?
I just walked away at that point. You know what? It's not worth it.
Maybe you should just go for some coffees and come back and say, I love you. I want to work with you. Okay?
I like my job. So for me, walk away, go for my cigarette, and bring my mind back down.
I'm probably wrong on that. I might even lose my job over it, but that's how I honestly feel. Kids.
It's Gino's first day on the job, but it's already starting to look like it might be his last.
The problem here is a lot of technicians come in here with balloon heads.
Maybe he's a little bit too strong mindset for his time in the trade. Of course, I was like that too at that age. But I got my ass kicked then.
He's all about business, which is great. He's all about getting the work done, which is great. But you can't come into the guild expecting to change it overnight. It doesn't work like that. He needs to wind it down a little bit.
Instead, Gino revs up.
Hey, Danny. Danny.
Yeah.
What about these parts? Maybe there's something we can do to put them somewhere else. I mean, they're ready to go. They're kind of in our way.
Gino wants to change everything here.
Yeah, well, what do you mean, well?
Like he thinks we have another 10,000 square feet of room, but we don't. I've been looking everywhere trying to find a place to put these parts. He's more of a production body man. He likes to do it good and fast, and I guess his reputation that he had in the industry, the management thought that he would work out well here.
So you telling me there's nothing we can do with that?
I asked if we can put him in the truck. I asked if we can put him upstairs. I asked if, where's there a spot where we can put him?
And what were your answers?
Nobody would give me a straight answer.
So the two of us got to work together on it and figure it out, right?
Sometimes he freaks me out. He comes up to me and he's going, work, work. And I'm like, oh, geez, take it easy. I don't know.
I just need some kind of interaction with the guy, more like, yes, we can do it. Be behind me on these things, right? Hey, Danny, I got another idea.
Oh, my God.
What if we put up a curtain to make a makeshift booth that we can prime our cars? What do you think of that? No answer. Danny, come on.
Gino wants to change everything here like it's a collision shop, where everything's done really fast. Restoration shop, it's a totally different animal.
We're not gonna make out very good if you don't start giving me some better answers. What are we gonna do about it?
You've been here first day and you already want to change the world here. We can't do that.
Not the world, just the setup here. It's not working. Well, we're gonna. I asked you 3 things. 1, 2, 3, I got 0 answers. It's not gonna work that way, not with me. I just want some answers and you're not giving them to me. You. Why don't you go back to work somewhere else? Moron.
Over in the paint booth, the Toy Packard is ready for makeup.
For the interior of this little Packard here, there's about 7 different colors on here. I'll have to mix up.
This is no paint-by-number job.
Usually if you're doing a color for a vehicle, it usually has a paint code, so there's a formula for it. But stuff like this, there's no formula, so you gotta pretty well do it all by eye. It's getting closer, the color, but the color I got mixed is a little bit brighter, so I'm gonna add some purple to it actually and see if I can tone it down. So that got the tone down and the value down a little bit. I just gotta add white to it now and I'll get it even closer. And I got this pretty close, so that probably should do the job for that color. I'm not masking nothing. Takes too much time doing that. So I'll do the yellow color first and see how it's gonna lay on there, and I'll just work my way through all the colors. Eventually get it all done.
While Barry hand paints the interior, Thomas is about to sandblast its body.
Normally, I'm an advocate of dipping a car and not sandblasting a car. Sandblasting doesn't get into all the seams. Usually what ends up happening is the sand is stuck in some place or another, and then it ends up screwing up either bodywork or paint or something else. So, you know, we try to stay away from sandblasting anything other than small parts. So this is a crossbreed. It's a small car. It's pretty well ready for bodywork. I can send that to the body shop. I need you to make a little room in here. I've got a Packard that's got to come in.
You serious? I can't. I don't have any room for that big of a boat. That thing's a land yacht.
You don't have room for this?
What? The hell is that, man?
It's a Packard.
Oh, for sake. Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah, we can make room.
Like, I'll put it over here for now.
You want me to put a little plastic over it?
Well, yeah, I don't want it to rust.
That's too funny.
The Toy Packard is comic relief, but it's short-lived.
Mark just asked me if you could go to his office. You want to talk to me?
Mark wants to talk to me?
Yes,
okay, good. Mark wanted me to go in the office so we can straighten out some of the issues I was having with, well, just things like measuring sandpaper and this type of thing. To me, it seems like nonsense. May I come in? You want to talk to me?
Yeah, come on in.
There's a few things I'm not really happy with, I guess you know.
Yeah.
It's just those types of things that sort of, you know, a bit of time wasting, and it kind of grinds on me a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to voice my opinions on what things could be improved on, just to help the workflow go through the shop a little bit quicker. I'm not really sure if he was on my side or not, but I think he understood where I was coming from.
He started to clash with the guys in the body shop, and I heard that it got quite heated.
And I thought I was doing a good thing, and maybe they took it the wrong way, and thought maybe I'm stirring things up, and which maybe I was.
Let's just say that Gino had a different way of doing things than the guild's way of doing things. And I felt that it would be better that he seek employment elsewhere.
It's time for me to go. And it just didn't quite work out. No hard feelings, just didn't work out.
But wait till you see her. Just so beautiful. Larry, Rob's here to pick up the car.
That's great. We got her all buttoned up.
There we go.
For Larry, this Dodge Super Bee is about as good as it gets.
Oh, she's finally done.
Larry, maybe you want to give him the rundown of what everything's been done?
Let it speak for itself.
Right on. I like that smell there.
Nice and safe.
Awesome,
You know?
awesome.
Oh, it's great.
It basically just needed a good setup.
Yeah.
It's not that there's anything majorly wrong, it just needed everything dialed in.
That's right. Looking good, boys.
So clean.
Yep.
Not too many like this around.
That's for sure.
The timing was a little slow. I bumped it up 5 degrees, too. It's more interested in total timing on an engine like this.
Yeah, what is total?
A 38 now.
38, yeah.
Yep. Checked it all over, and then put a new fresh set of plugs in it, and then she cleared herself right
Oh,
out.
you did put fresh plugs in.
Enjoy her, my friend. Enjoy her.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob.
Right on, there we go.
Bye-bye, baby.
Over in the body shop, the new guy didn't make the cut, and it's back to business as usual.
Gino's left, and I thought he would be the one to help us get out of our backlog, but it takes a certain personality to fit in here.
Something Janice knows all too well.
I'm looking for parts for my 1958 Apache.
If the guys can't get her pickup truck done, she'll do it herself.
Okay, Monkey Man. Doesn't look like it's in very good shape, actually. We haven't worked on the truck since 2005, so we have years of it sitting around.
When it's complete, this Chevy won't be for sale or for show. It will do hard labor on David and Janice's farm.
Yeah. The dust on the windshield is 8 years old. Can be a nightmare. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I like that. Janice isn't afraid to get dirty in the shop. Her and Dave started this business doing the restorations. Before they had the money to hire staff, they did it themselves. She's a farm girl. She'll get right in there.
Okay, let's see if we can get this windshield to fit somehow.
Fitting a windshield should be a breeze. But on the Apache, all bets are off.
Oh. What the hell?
Yeah, it's not in all the way.
We're just afraid the angle may be a little off and the windshield's not going to fit.
Well, we should grab the rope and then pull it in.
By putting this cord here, we can move it around the rubber and flip the rubber onto the inside of the lip on the cab. And that way we can really get a better idea if it's going to fit or not. Come on.
Well, I was worried at the beginning that because she's the co-owner and it's her truck that she was going to get frustrated and upset maybe. And...
Almost.
Oh, good. But then everything went along pretty good and she was pretty helpful and I was surprised that she knew what she knew. Okay, we're in.
That looks really good. I think it's going to work. I don't even think we have to keep going. I think everything's fine with the vehicle. It's taken a little longer than what I wanted. But when you have a vehicle like this that's been made up of bits and pieces, it's going to take a little longer to fit certain pieces to the truck. Rub it.
Should be all right, no? It's good. Yeah, it's a lot better.
On the other side of the guild, Kalev is fixing the Toy Packard, starting with the gears.
First, I have to cut all these, and then I have to file to this shape.
How's it going, Kalev?
Oh, making this gear.
So you're making it all by hand?
Yeah.
Better you than me.
Watchmakers can make it much faster.
So basically, you're telling me that the car will run like a clock?
I hope so.
It's reminiscent of actual watchmaking in that gears are tiny and precise and all done by hand.
I just finishing this piece, put it in, and now I turn it to see how good it works.
I don't think there is anything that Kalev can't make. I'm pretty sure that anything that Kalev puts his mind to, he will pull off one way or another.
Gears all working. And it looks now a little car has motor now.
Back upstairs, Ian is on a scavenger hunt for parts for the Chevy pickup truck.
Hey, Ian, what are you doing? I'm getting pissed, man. Trying to find the VIN tag for this basket case truck, man. I came up to parts to try to find vehicle identification numbers, and boxes are scattered everywhere because of how old the job is. Can't find it. Looking through all these boxes, I can't find nothing for this thing.
The VIN tags are key to knowing everything there is to know about this truck, including its original color.
Inside of those numbers is the code. So whether it was blue, whether it was green, whether it was pink, all that is hidden inside of that number. I can't find it. I've looked through all this, can't find the VINs. Like, look at this, box 3. Yeah, it's frustrating. The Apache pickup truck is a basket case. The reason being it's a 10-year-old job, and it's in complete and utter disarray. So that makes it a basket case. Can't find for it. It's all a mess here.
A few more boxes and curse words later, Ian finally scores.
I just happened to look at one box on the top of the shelf, just out of curiosity, and I started sorting through it quickly, and boom, there it was.
Woo! Hey, Kyle. That's some good news for you.
What's up? The VIN plate?
Yeah, man. Vehicle identification tags for Genesis truck. We've got the VIN tags and the body identification tags, which basically is a green light. That'll make her day. All right, man.
Thanks to the VIN tag numbers, the guys learned that this 1958 Chevy Apache pickup was a limited edition, a special model with a special paint job.
I gotta go see my truck. It's coming out of the paint shop. I'm really, really excited. My pickup truck has finally been painted. All right, I wanna see her.
Looks good.
I heard you just... Fantastic, I love it. Finally. 10 years and I have paint on it. Looks amazing. It's fabulous. I love it. I love the color. Wow, nice job, Barry. I'm really, really happy with that. Turned out amazing. I'm really, really happy with the colors, the way they came out. This is the way it was painted. These are the colors in 1958, and they work. They work perfectly. That's great. Looks fabulous.
Once you get color on a product, there's nothing left to do but assemble it. So we are installing the bed kit and installing the bed sides and just getting everything into place.
The stainless steel trim, it tightens the wood secure.
See, now that we've got the sides in, everything's bang on. Beauty. What a classy looking truck, eh? This has got nice wood, nice stainless, all the hardware stainless steel. You know, it's a beautiful truck. This thing's very classy.
They don't make things like this anymore.
Over in the showroom, the Toy Packard owner is about to go down memory lane.
So you ready?
All set.
60 years, eh?
60 years.
60 years you've had this.
Isn't that beautiful? The top is whiter than I've ever remembered it. It had gone to a beige.
I was really excited about it, and it looked amazing.
Barry put all the detail back with his airbrush, and the friction drive was completely rebuilt.
The worry was how to find somebody who could actually do it and do the work that would be necessary to make it right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a big difference. Look at this, the wheels actually line up.
Yep.
And the end result obviously shows us that we found the right people. What a wonderful memory coming back to life. When the car came to me, it was probably my 3rd or 4th birthday. This basically is the earliest of my life memories, is this car.
I couldn't imagine it going any better with Dan. You could see in his face, it was like he was transported back in time to being a little boy.
Man's got brown hair, I think.
You could see the 3 generations in the family for that car. Dan, his daughter, and her son. I guess it gets handed down the family line.
Oh yeah, someone else is going to be thinking about this down the road sometime. This is going to end up with Preston. He's a car nut already. It's a beautiful memory, and it's going to be a great memory going forward for our family as well. What do you think, Preston?
It's really amazing.
It is really amazing.
It takes a big man to restore a little car.
A few kilometers from the guild, there's another happy owner.
It's coming. All right, guys, there you go. Bon appetit. It feels fantastic to finally have my pickup truck on my farm. Relax, relax.
Janice knows that a client's car comes first. So this job was 10 years in the making.
I could have upgraded it, but it just means so much more to me to have it original. The way it was built, you know, in 1958. Keep that history, and it's just me, and it means a lot to me, so that's what I have. Nice truck, eh, Spirit? What do you think? Pretty sexy, huh? You like it? Like your grass is what you like.
Wow, it's just you never know what you're gonna get around here, you know? Some days you get a big caddy, some days you get an Alpha. Next thing you know, you're welding a toy car. That's cool too. Cars are cars.